Right, people. So today we are here with Kyler, the Scottish warrior who has managed to get absolutely shredded in 8 weeks, which has been crazy, like rapid transformation. So we're just going to go over sort of the process, what we did, how easy it was, but also challenges. Go through the challenges, the ups, the downs, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So Kyler, why don't you introduce yourself? Give us a little bit of a background on like where you came, like when you started. Obviously, it's only been 8 weeks, but sort of what your routine was like, and just giving us a background on yourself.
Yeah, so basically, I've been kind of going to the gym. I've been going to the gym my whole life, but I always take breaks after holiday for like a year and just don't go back. But I'd started again like in January. Um, but my training was just purely inconsistent, if you know what I mean. So like some days I'd be going 3 times a week, sometimes I'd be going four. Like sometimes I'd be like leaving the gym early if I couldn't be bothered waiting on like machines and that. So and obviously I'm going on holiday, so I needed to get
Get
like
shredded.
shredded fast without like doing it myself. So
Yeah. What have you like? Because obviously, like, I look at your transformation. I think, like, if I look at your physique now, I'd think, right, this guy's looked sick his whole life. Have you ever tried to get shredded like that before? If so, like, how did that go, or have you never really given it a go?
nah, I've never really given it a go. It's like for me, it's a pure inconsistency. Like I pure struggle to like keep myself like on the diet plan. I definitely would have struggled without having somebody like that. Let's say if I was cheating, I know I'd feel bad because I wouldn't want to tell them or like things like that. But I've never been in shape like this anyway.
Yeah, no. What was it that made you like reach out for coaching? What was it?
Well, it was obviously like my pal Dale went through
Yeah.
you,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
definitely.
his transformation was obviously wild. So I seen that, and then I seen that it was only 8 weeks that he'd done that in, and
Yeah.
then I was looking at my calendar, and I think I had like 9 weeks till I was going to Ibiza, and I was like, I need to do something here.
Yeah.
So that was
That's
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%. That's the thing. I think it's like social proof is so important. Like you said, you saw your mate do it, and you're like, right, well, if he can do it, there's no reason why I can't get it done myself. Um, so yeah, what would you say like the main differences were like from the offset? Because obviously we got started straight away. As soon as you reached out, I think like 2, 3 days later, we were like, right, let's get straight to work. Was there anything that sort of stood out that you were maybe surprised about with the program or anything like that?
I would probably say like obviously the eating was different. Like before, I was working away, so I would literally be having like Dominoes and Pepe's and things like
Yeah.
that every single night. So luckily that week I'd stopped working away, so it was mainly just like meal prepping all my food and things. It was different, but I found that like a lot better. See, being at work and actually having like not having to go out and buy something like things like that. So that was in it, and then as well, see the training. Like I didn't realize how bad my training was. Like, I actually thought like my form and things was quite good before I started,
Yeah.
and then like my intensity and things as well. But I just kind of realized from doing it like it's nowhere near the way it should have been.
That's why like them videos are so good in it because like you
Yeah,
said you didn't know where your training was at because you'd never actually seen yourself. And then when you're filming yourself and then you're sending it to me and I'm telling you, right, do this better, do this better. Now you're at the point where you can like you probably look back at them sets and you think, right, I know what Oshin's gonna say before he's even said it.
yeah,
Which is sort of cool. And then same with like the food prep, like you said, it wasn't like we were getting you to do some magic stuff. It was just like be consistent, prep your food,
yeah.
follow this plan. Again, for you, like the hardest thing was like your work schedule is absolutely crazy. Why don't you quickly give people a little bit of an overview in terms of what you were doing for the 8 weeks, like a normal day at work?
Yeah, see, that was the brutal thing. Like to work at the very start, I was traveling 100 miles in the morning at like 5:30 to get to work, and then obviously working till like 4 o'clock and traveling 100 miles back. So I was actually like exhausted and pure didn't want to go like the gym or anything. So like, see, especially if I had to do that without like by myself, I just wouldn't have went to the gym and I would have just completely like scrapped it off. So
Yeah.
the accountability was good, but yeah, it was definitely hard.
Yeah, 100%. Like that, I think that's the biggest thing for you there was A, having like a plan in place that you could stick to, but then also
Yeah.
like having the accountability, someone there to make sure that you were training and stuff like that. Like what would you say with regards to how did you feel like in terms of being supported during the journey, like the check-ins, like the daily WhatsApp support? Like what did you think before? Like did you think you were gonna get all of that? What did you think like before you started versus like during the process, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I don't really know what I expected, like, before starting it, with, like, how it would be. To be honest, I kinda see because I only went for, like, the video at the end of the week off the
Yeah,
weekly check-in. I kind of thought there probably wouldn't be too much like communication, but obviously, like if I didn't text you a day, you text me and saying like how we getting on today, or like at the weekend, like how we getting on at the weekend. So it was definitely a lot more like communication than I thought it was gonna be, which obviously definitely helped because if you're texting me how's the day getting on, like I need to do something, like I need to be
yeah,
going to the gym or something, like I can't just lie to you.
yeah, 100%, 100%. How did you find like? Because obviously it did require a lot of like dedication, sacrifices, but like you were still able to like sort of go out here and there. What would you say like with regards to the flexibility and fitting it within your social life? Like, how hard did you find the process and like the restrictions?
I feel like see, before I started, I thought that like see if I was to go out, like I'd be doing hundreds of cardio that morning or doing things like that. But then when it came to like if I told you I had an event, it wasn't that. It was like we'd miss out like certain things in meals like carbs and things. So I feel like it was dead easy because not only you were like giving me the way we were gonna allow you to go out and go for food, but like it made me learn
Yeah,
almost as well that like how easy it is. Like you can do these things. Like it's not the end of the world. Like if you miss
100%.
out your carbs from like the meal before, you've got probably like an extra 200, 300 calories or something
That's
to
it.
work with at dinner and things like that. So you can enjoy yourself, obviously.
That's it. That's the thing is what like you're 22, right? Like shout out, it's his
Yeah,
birthday today and he's got on this. Fair play to him. But like you said, like you want to go out, like you want to have like a social life. You don't want to just
yeah,
and you've learned now, like we say, you're going to Ibiza next week. Like you're gonna go there with a bit of knowledge in terms of right. I know, right, evenings are going to be pretty carnage. So in the day, I'm going to, keep it light with the food, hit the protein, maybe try go on a run if we feel up for it or do some
yeah,
sort of training. But like, that's the big thing is like education now, like you're in a position where you ever need to diet again, you're pretty confident on the protocols there that you need to follow to do that. Um, so obviously crazy transformation. What would you say were like the biggest changes now compared to 8 weeks, like physically, mentally? Like, how do you feel now versus then?
physically, it's the whole thing. Like, see if you look at day one to like now,
It's
even
mad.
like day one to week four, is like ridiculous. Everything's changed. If you know what I mean, I'm so much leaner. And then as well, I thought when I started that I didn't have enough size, so when I dieted down, I'd look smaller. But it's actually like the opposite.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's to do with like the training and stuff. Probably still built a bit of muscle, but
yeah,
like I feel like I look 10 times bigger, especially now. We kind of started reversing out the diet. Like I look a lot more
fuller.
fuller as well. So mentally, it was definitely hard. Like during it, I
Yeah,
not hated it. Week four, see, it was weird. Like once I started seeing the results and how fast they came, that's when I started struggling the most. And then obviously I
yes,
text you and you were like, bro, like what are you talking about? How are
yeah,
you how are you struggling? Look at these results. And then I kind of obviously locked
yeah.
back in a wee bit.
I
But
think that's the thing as well. Like, because you were seeing the results, it was like, right, well, yeah, this is a bit hard, but of course it's hard. Like, look at the pictures, look how crazy you look. Like, things like
yeah,
that don't happen naturally. Like, you're not just naturally gonna, it's gonna require a bit of effort. It's gonna require a bit of like, a bit of pain, a bit of like hunger. But
yeah,
then it's like, right, well, look how you look now. So it's all sort of worth it. Like, with
yeah,
regards to like, were you surprised maybe like at the results that you did see in such a short space of time?
yeah, definitely. Like, I was pure see, because I told a lot of people that I was doing it as well. I
Yeah.
was pure worried that I'd do it and then my results like wouldn't be that good or I'd look pure skinny
Yeah.
or and
Especially
then
probably because Dale
uh,
did it as well. You probably thought,
yeah,
oh fucking hell, right, I've told everyone I'm gonna do it. I don't wanna, like do it and just look pure shit. But I think that's the thing as well. Like I think it shows people that if you just lock in and get shredded for 8 weeks, you can like you said, if I showed you how you look now before, you'd probably say, nah, that's not possible.
yeah,
So I think it sort of shows to people like what would you say to people in a similar situation to you of like been training a bit, look all like you take your top off, you look fine. Like you look like a normal like you don't look bad, but now you take your top off and you look like you're probably gonna look one of the best people in Ibiza. Do you know what I mean? So what would you
yeah.
sort of say to people like almost say to yourself before you started?
See, like it depends obviously. Like, at the start, I was always worried about getting like a coaching things because I feel like you always just think, oh, I can do it myself.
Yeah.
But like it just helps so much. Like now my confidence, I feel, especially with like my top off and that, like I'm buzzing to go to Ibiza because of like the 8 weeks I've put in of like hard work. But see if I hadn't done it and I was kinda doing it myself, like I probably wouldn't look that different to like the day we started.
Yeah.
And obviously like it would be at the back of my mind. It's not gonna pure like affect my holiday, but now I know for a fact that I'm gonna be like buzzing to go on
Yes.
holiday and
Yeah.
obviously take the top
That's
off and that.
100%. Like I think that's the main reason. Like it's like you are gonna now go on holiday with a physique that is crazy. Like people are gonna be
Yeah,
looking at you like, wow, what? And it's like the hard. It also, I think, it's the respect of, wow, this guy's worked hard for that. Like it, achieving a physique transformation is always going to require work. So I think it's like
yeah,
that respect from people is like, ah, yeah, this guy, he puts his shift in, like
yeah,
100%. And like we said now as well, like this is where the fun begins. You've like, as we say, we've like cleared the canvas, we've taken all the body fat off. Now, like I bet you're buzzing, like because we've started refeeding, we've given you a little bit, barely any more food, like in terms of we've only just started the process. But does it sort of make you look forward to coming back from Ibiza and starting like focusing on like building muscle, actually really improving your physique?
yeah. No, like, I've already like spoke to a lot of my pals about this. Like, I'm so buzzing to like see reverse out the diet, and then over the next year, like
Yeah,
next year when I cut, it won't need to be like as aggressive. Like I can do it longer time, obviously, like 12 weeks or something,
yeah.
and do it like taper it down each couple of weeks, if you know what I mean. So I'm so excited, obviously, to
And
put on more size.
and yeah, you'll build so much muscle because like we said, you're in like the perfect spot now. So you got to think if you reverse out, build muscle for like the next 8 months, 9 months. Ibiza next year is going to be like a whole
Yeah,
different like you got to think like you've never done an off season before. You've never like properly focused on building muscle. So if you do that now, it's going to be like an absolute game changer in terms of
yeah.
how you look. Because how do you and like with like the whole thing of like we did, you're doing a lot of cardio and stuff like that. What were your like fitness wise? How are you feeling now compared to when you started as well?
See, before I started, like obviously I told you I was doing the 3 runs, but I hadn't ran in like 2, 3 weeks or something, so it was quite hard at the start trying to like build myself back up. But my fitness levels have like improved, which is weird because I thought like the low calories and like the low energy and things like it would almost go down, but it's not. It's went up. Like it's the runs are becoming pure easy again, if you know what I mean. But it's just obviously 'cause it's staying consistent, so
Yeah. Like
it's good.
that's what I'd say is like, what would you say is like the one thing you've learned from this that like the one game changer? Like if there's one thing you've taken away from these 8 weeks that you would put down to like the transformation, what would you say it was?
Oh, I don't know. The Greek yogurt probably.
Greek
That,
yogurt.
that made it so easy, honestly. Like, I'd never really ate that. And then obviously I was having it for work every morning for my breakfast. And
Yeah.
then like a couple of weeks in, we changed it to night as well. And that made it so much easier. Like, I don't know. Feels like you're just eating a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah, literally. No, I think that's the thing as well, isn't it? Like with your diet, yeah, right, obviously you're going to be hungry, but you could sort of eat like you enjoyed it, so you were able to
Yeah.
stick to it. Did you think maybe at the beginning you were just gonna have to like pure starve yourself, do loads of cardio? Like, what was your expectations of the extremes of what you thought it would be?
Yeah, no, I kind of thought that it would literally just be like starving all day, having pure like basic meals, like just straight chicken and rice, like no seasoning, things
Yeah,
like that. I kind of thought it would be like that, but honestly, like see the food I've ate over the last 8 weeks, it's been so much better than any of the food I've made myself over the last year, if you know what I
yeah,
mean, not doing it. But it's because you're forced to like learn how to cook almost, if you know what I mean, so you do enjoy it and look forward to meals and things like that. Aye.
100%, 100%. So yeah, Ibiza is how many days out are we now? Like 5 days out.
Yeah, five.
Yeah,
Go
five,
Wednesday.
perfect. Yeah. So then, and how long are we away for? Are we 4 or 5 days? Back to
Five nights. So I come back
you.
on Monday.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So yeah, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for doing this. So where can people find what's your Instagram? Kyla Ward, isn't it?
Yeah, Killer
Yeah,
Ward, two
you're gonna have
R's,
to
two
change your
D's.
like display picture now to one of your like just
Yeah,
when you as soon as you the pictures from Ibiza are gonna be legendary. They're gonna be like just
yeah,
plastered all over the Instagram. So yeah, if you guys anyone is interested, give them a follow, like and subscribe. Appreciate all the support. And then yeah, this is gonna be one of the sickest transformations. So if you want to get something like Dale, just drop me a message below. But other than that, thank you again, and yeah, hope you enjoyed, guys.